Cambodia is a developing nation in Southeast Asia which offers a lot of opportunities for expats. Is it any good for escaping the West? Let's find out. In this video, I'll tell you more about Cambodia in general, its advantages and disadvantages, how it rates on my scoring system, and whether it's worth moving there or setting up some bases in. If you like this kind of content and want to see more of it for free, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Alright, let's get straight into it. The Kingdom of Cambodia lies at the southern end of continental Southeast Asia and borders Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. Roughly 17 million people live in this country, of which 97% are Buddhists. Phnom Penh is its capital and largest city. Cambodia was a colony of France until 1953 and is currently an elective constitutional monarchy, in theory. In practice, its level of democracy is very low. The nation has suffered much in the 20th century, most notably at the hands of mass murderer Pol Pot and its Khmer Rouge, who ruled until 1979. Cambodia is still marked by widespread poverty, corruption, lack of political freedom, low human development, high rate of hunger, and deforestation. It scores poorly on water resource management, air quality, sanitation, and education. It fit right in with most African countries, in fact. On the other side of the coin, there's the fact that all of these factors are steadily improving. And in fact, Cambodia is one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. Cannabis is technically illegal, but this policy is often not enforced. Let's look at some of Cambodia's strongest advantages. Cambodia is one of the fastest growing countries in the region economically and in the world, with an average GDP growth over the last 10 years of 5%. Yet before that, it was a very healthy 7.7%. The country is expected to continue expanding at this pace for many years to come. Moving and/or investing there will allow you to reap the fruits of riding this economic growth. The cost of living in Cambodia is very low, as is the case with almost all Southeast Asian countries. A single person can easily get by with less than $1,000 a month. Cambodia has pretty low crime rates, and even internationally speaking, nobody is likely to invade them anytime soon. Cambodia has probably one of the best visa systems in the region. You can get a tourist visa and extend it indefinitely, like in the Philippines. There's no need for citizenship or residency, although both are also possible. Most Asian countries prohibit foreigners from owning land, but Cambodia has no such restrictions, which, combined with its currently low prices and growing economy, makes it ideal for investing in real estate. Cambodia is a great country to visit because it has many ancient sites, such as Angkor Wat. These aren't likely to go anywhere, and thus will probably continue to draw tourists and their money, which will keep fueling its growth. Those are some pretty important things to keep in mind, but let's not forget there are several strong disadvantages too. Cambodia is a Southeast Asian country, and that of course means it's pretty damn hot and humid. This country is dirt cheap to live in, and for good reason. It's considered one of the poorest countries in the region, and its infrastructure, rule of law, and general level of prosperity is lagging behind many of its neighbors. Although English is slowly replacing French as the nation's second language, currently the average level of English proficiency is very low. For tax purposes, you are considered a resident if you have your principal place of abode here or are present for more than 182 days during a 12-month period. You'll then have to pay up to around 20% of your international income. If we take all of this into consideration, let's see how Cambodia scores on my rating system based on its climate, level of English proficiency, cost of living, taxes on international income, economic growth, safety, and the logistics of moving and staying there. If we take the average of these numbers, Cambodia gets a 6.9 out of 10, which is around average, with some definite upsides, but some noticeable red flags too. To end the video, let's try to answer the question, how is life for expats in Cambodia? Life in Cambodia as an expat can be pretty great or extremely depressing, depending on your priorities and tolerance for subpar living. You won't have to spend much money in Cambodia because it's so cheap to live there. Getting into Cambodia and staying there isn't much of a hassle either. thanks to its great visa system. Poor infrastructure and general low level of development might hinder your happiness if you're used to comforts such as in Dubai or Singapore. This does provide you with many opportunities for making money though, such as starting a business or investing in real estate. So while today it isn't very awesome to live in for many people, although cheap and easy to arrange, booming economy virtually guarantees that in a few decades time, Cambodia will be very different from today. Would I move to Cambodia? As it stands, I would not, because I have a family to raise and the educational system doesn't seem very impressive. If I weren't so burdened, however, I would definitely consider Cambodia to live in for a while and set up some of my bases in. Permanent residency is pretty easy to get, and the fact that you can own rapidly appraising land and real estate makes this a prime candidate for your residency and assets basis in Asia, although the taxes on international income are a definite deterrent. But I'm not sure how their government would ever find out how much you earn from abroad. In addition, Cambodia has a great central location, and from its capital, you can easily hop between other interesting nations in the area, such as Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, and the Philippines. An interesting option for sure, and if you don't mind living without much luxury, you can do very well in Cambodia. Anyway, that's about all I've got for today. If you have any questions or remarks, let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about why the Western world is collapsing, how you can make sure you're protected, or if you just want to support the channel, check out my new book available on Amazon. Link in the description. Thank you all so much for watching and see you in the next video.